Robert Jenrick, welcome to Harlow. You're about to look on the science. Why are you here today in Harlow?
Well, I came at the invitation of local MP, Rob Halfon, in particular to see the potential here that we can unlock with the £25 million town deal that we're hoping to sign with the community, and also to hear about progress towards the High Streets Fund bid that the town is making. Again, that's around £20 to £25 million of investment, and to celebrate the success of the town, the number of good announcements that we've had in recent months, including the hospital and the road improvements, bringing up to £1 billion of additional investment into Harlow. And as Housing Secretary, I also wanted to see the big improvements that are being made here with some of the higher quality homes, including the development near where we are now, which was shortlisted for the Sterling Prize just a couple of years ago, but also to hear some of the concerns that Rob has raised with me about some of the lower quality housing, including through permitted development rights in the town, so I can better understand that issue as we consult on it and see what the future should hold for it.
It's great to see science parks. This is very much 21st century, and then you're about to go on your tour now. But when it comes to high streets, whether it's Harlow or you're off to Grays and places like Tilbury, is it for your bang for your buck? You can't reinvent the past. You can't suddenly recreate a 1950s high street, can you? Is that what you would want to see?
No, what we're trying to do is to help high streets to adapt and evolve. You can't turn back the clock. Consumer habits are changing. We're all buying more and more online. So the future of high streets is going to be more around getting good quality housing into town centres that people, young and old, want to live in, getting more workspaces into town centres, and reimagining towns as places of leisure and destinations. And that's what the fund that we've created is all about, trying to give enough money for local councils and the business community to get those actions going, and hopefully also to crowd in private investment for significant regeneration. And it sounds like, from what I've heard this morning, those are exactly the kind of actions that are likely to happen here in Harlow.
And what message, you're meeting with people from Harlow Council, etc. Have you spoken to them yet? Have you got a message from Harlow Council yet?
Yeah, I've had a really productive conversation with them today about their plans for new housing for the High Street and for skills in the town, which was something that Rob has become a national champion of, really, through his work on apprenticeships and further education. It's clear that Harlow has a bright future if we can get that education and skills base right, so that we can raise living standards in the town, attract really good quality employers, and hopefully what I'm about to see here at the Science Park is an example of that, the sort of place that really good quality jobs of the future might come from.
Robert Halfon, you never let a minister go away and just say thanks for coming, so what are you hoping for the minister here to bring to the town?
Well, it is first of all brilliant that the Minister has come, and we've just been announced that we could win up to £25 million to redevelop our town centre. A huge amount of money. We're getting a new hospital, hundreds of millions of pounds. I want the Minister to see the best of Harlow. We were in the new Science Park 18 months ago. This was just a field. And incredible things are happening with our advanced manufacturing centre. We will be the health science capital of the world with Public Health England. Again, hundreds of millions of pounds. But I also want him to see as a matter of urgency help with poor quality housing in our town centre, dealing with the permitted development rights issue. As well, they promised a review that's going to come out towards the end of the year. I've written to him, I've had meetings with the previous Secretary of State, and I just want the whole of Harlow to be a wonderful place to build an even better Harlow.
You mentioned housing a lot. Any time I put a housing story, whether it's a planning application for, yes, the 122 dwellings near the hospital, Harlow people, who bought into sort of Gibbard's vision, are saying, we're outpriced here, £500,000 for new build houses or whatever, etc. What's your message to Harlow people when it comes to housing?
Well, we need all kinds of housing. We need new housing. We've already got 3,000 odd people on the waiting list here for council housing. We need housing, more housing run by housing associations. We need affordable housing. The government have promised to build more affordable housing. Also, we have to have more houses for our people, and we've got to make them affordable. It is a number one priority, and that's why the Secretary of State is here.
So finally, the Secretary of State sees Harlow, goes away. What do you want to see in the end over this next year?
I want to see the results of the review of the permitted development rights, so that we have proper housing for Harlow. I want Harlow housing for Harlow people. That's my duty as the MP for Harlow, but also hopefully he's coming to see all the fantastic things that are going on here, like our new science park, and hopefully we'll get a big share of that 25 million that has been promised to us for town centre regeneration.